morning. We have been running some errands. We had to take a load of stuff to the storage unit, and now we're here at one of our rentals working on a water leak. Okay, house looks pretty good. We're still trying to get this on long-term rental. There is some short-term rental, but it's been a lot slower. We've been gone for nearly an hour. We left at 10:35 and it's now 11:15. 20 minutes shy of an hour.
Water draining perfectly.
Yeah, water's draining.
Even water that's going on here is still going into there.
Yeah. Okay, let me take a video for the property manager. Okay, so after our experiment, it looks like they did just flood the shower, which is good because I don't want to have to rip up that pan. And I was pretty sure because we had that done again to make sure it was good. And we used it ourselves when we lived here. So I think it's good. So I'm sending all the video stuff over and gonna get that taken care of. But oh my goodness, having a rental is a lot of work. So we are heading back home. James has got work to do, and I've got some stuff that I want to discuss today that I need to get together. I am planning on hitting a hot topic that's trending right now, and I happen to have experienced it. A lot of people are wondering how in the world you get to Santorini. It isn't easy to get to Santorini. It's not like booking a flight from if you want to go to Athens. Like you can book a flight and you can fly from Panama City directly to Athens. Or if you want to go to Crete or some of the other bigger islands, but getting to Santorini is a little bit harder to do. So I'll go ahead and share with you here in a bit when I get home in front of my papers on how you can get to Santorini if you want to visit the area. Okay, so today I'm breaking down the best ways to get to Santorini. Greece's iconic gems with those famous blue domes, cave houses, and unforgettable sunsets. Whether you're coming by cruise, plane, or ferry, I'll help you plan the perfect trip and we'll cover where to stay and how to explore and what nearby islands to hop to for the ultimate Greek adventure. Let's jump in. Okay, so these are your cruise options, okay? Major cruise lines like Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, MSC Cruises, and Holland America all offer Mediterranean routes that stop in Santorini. Typical stops are going to be like Athens, Piraeus, Mykonos, Santorini, Rhodes, Crete, sometimes even Istanbul. The prices on these cruises can range from anywhere from $1,000 to $3,500 per person, depending on the season, length, 7 to 12 days, and cabin type. The pros, it's all inclusive. You get to sample multiple islands without worry about logistics. Some of the cons is you only get like 1 day in Santorini, and it often is super crowded when the cruise ships dock. Another option is going to be flying and the ferry combo. That's my favorite way. Well, no, technically my favorite way would be I have my own boat and I go from island to island all on myself. But if you don't have your own boat, the next best thing is the flying plus the ferry combo, okay? You fly into a bigger airport like Athens, Mykonos, or even Crete. And from Athens, you hop on a short flight about 45 minutes directly to Santorini. Flights can be as low as 50 to 150 if booked early. We like to call those puddle jumpers, or they're just smaller planes that will take you from the larger airport to the smaller ones. Or if you want to take the scenic route, take a ferry from Athens. That's what we did. They have high-speed ferries. It lasts about 4 to 5 hours, which by the time you get to the airport, get checked in, get on your plane, do your flight, and then get off the plane and collect your baggage, it's gonna take probably about 4 hours. So with the ferry, I feel like the time is comparable and it costs quite a bit less. So your ferry ticket's going to be anywhere from $50 to $60, sometimes as much as 80 euros. And while it's a little bit slower, it can be cheaper. So that's a good thing. Here's a tip. If you're coming from Mykonos or Crete, you can also ferry over to Santorini. Ferries between islands range 40 to 70 euros depending on the season. Oh, and another thing. Sometimes I mess up the euro and the dollars. These are basically all in euros on what I'm saying here. Okay, so you've come from wherever and you've done everything you could do to get to Santorini. You've flown in, you've went by ferries, you've gotten off the dock, and you're like, where do I go? Okay. So what I didn't know when I went to Santorini is the big famous areas to be is actually a city on the island of Santorini. It's not, as soon as you get off, the whole island has got blue domes, although there is quite a few, but the famous one is actually in a town that's spelled O-I-A, and it's pronounced Oia. And that is the area where they have the famous 3 blue domes that are in lots of movies and photos. So this is the place you want to go to see this famous blue domes and over the beautiful cascading city that is over the Mediterranean Sea and volcano here, okay? It's the postcard perfect village with the 3 blue domes, cliffside views, and famous sunset spots. The island is the most photographed place on the island. They also have this really cool thing where they do the blue dress, or the giant dresses, and they throw them up, and they have a photographer there ready to do those photos. That costs about 300 euros to do. Fira is the capital city, so we spent some time in Fira too. Our Airbnb was actually closer to Fira, and it's a busy and it's central. It's great for nightlife and shopping and easier on the wallet compared to Oia. So because it is more of the city and not the tourist hotspot, it's a little more affordable. So if you're going to get just like your groceries, you might want to not do your shopping in Oia. And then there's Parisa and Kamari. For beach lovers, these are areas on the east side, and they offer the black sand beaches and are way more budget friendly. I spent some time over there. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I just love the way that the volcanic sand, it just seems so good for you. The cave houses and pools. If you want a dream stay, look for a cave house, a traditional whitewashed home built into the cliffs with a plunge pool or a jacuzzi overlooking the cliffs and the water. These are pricey but unforgettable. Expect to pay $250 to $600 per night. This is in dollars. We've converted this mainly in Oia or Emerovigil for these luxury stays. I am not saying that second city correctly, but I'm doing the best I can. Okay, so getting around. How are we going to get around in Santorini? There's the ATVs and scooter rentals. One of the most fun ways to explore in Santorini are these rentals. They start around 30 to 50 euros per day. You can visit the hidden beaches, charming islands and villages, and scenic viewpoints off the beaten path. We did do this one day. We had a really great time. We ended up not making it to the Red Beach. We're getting close to running out of gas, so we had to turn around. So make sure you stop and hit that last gas station before you try and make it all the way around to the east side of the island. But it was so much fun. There was so much to see. Beautiful rolling grass hills with some of the most fertile lands, and we absolutely loved it. There's just a different experience when you are exploring nature, discovering our world in the open air with some wheels under you. So I definitely say give that a try, even if it's just for one day, which is what we chose to do. Some other options are you can make sure you have an international driving permit. Then they do sometimes check that. I just used my United States driver's license, and I had no problem getting insurance coverage and renting a car. So if you don't have that, especially if you're a European, that might be required. But when us Americans came over, they didn't require that. But definitely look and see what your country's rules are with that. The bus system, we did the bus system while we were there. We did it for you because we wanted to make sure that it was usable. We try and use all the different forms of transportation everywhere we go. And the bus system is good there, and it's cheap. I think we paid like less than $6 a person. And we went from one spot, but then we went to the farthest location so we could be on it for a while and see like a good chunk of the island. We went by the airport and some different areas. Since we didn't fly in, we took the ferry in, and it was a really nice way to just quickly see part of the island. So I definitely say that is usable. It's a little bit hard to make sure you're at the right bus stop. So what we did is we opened our mouths and we talked to the locals, asked them, are we in the right spot? And then another thing is we would ask our host, our Airbnb host, and they pointed us in the right direction too. So people are always willing to help if you can't find the answers. But where the stops were very clear. They had signage, they had bus routes. It was user friendly, even for us Americans that don't understand Greek. Okay, if you're coming for more than just a few days, don't miss the island hopping. This is my favorite part. This is what makes Greece Greece. It's the island hopping. So I loved Italy and the train ride. I'm like, come to Italy, learn the train system. You can go all over Italy by train. When I think of Greece, I'm like, come to Greece, learn how to do these ferries, and you can go to all these islands by ferry. Some of my favorite islands, if you want to come see Santorini and you want to be in this neck of the woods, say you fly to Athens or Crete and then you take a ferry to Santorini. There's some more islands you got to go visit. Milos. It's a gorgeous volcanic landscape, dramatic cliffs, and it has the Shirakinko beach's moon-like surface. I'm saying that wrong, but it's absolutely amazing. It's the sandstone. It's the way that it's smooth, and it's this huge area of white rock that you could climb on, do pictures. It's the water right up against it is like sapphire clear water, and there's like nothing like it. So Milos is definitely a great place to stop to see this moon-like rock formation. Rhodes, we went to Rhodes as well. It's a mix of medieval castles and beaches. It's one of the largest and most historic islands. I was actually shocked when I got there on how popular this island was. I hadn't heard it talked about a whole lot, but we had it on our list to go to because Rhodes was our quickest way to get to Turkey. So we knew we were going to go to Rhodes, and we went there, and I was actually shocked. You start to see a little bit of the Turkish influence, and it's a very well populated island with a lot of these really cool medieval structures, and I definitely want to spend some more time there. Kimolis is where we crashed our boat. So Kimolis is very special to us in that way. It's a very small island. It has a traditional charm. It's that Greek traditional country charm, and it's very small, so you get to very much absorb yourself in the culture of the Greek people, and we loved it there. Beautiful water, great for paddleboarding. They have some really fun tours, and you can walk all around that island. So whether it's getting food or snacks, lots to do there. Okay, so let's talk about Greece a little bit more. Let me get comfortable here. Got people coming in and out of my house. Okay, so Greece has over 6,000 islands and is inlets with about 200 inhabited. So there's no shortage of places to explore. Ferries connect many of these islands, making it easy to add them to your itinerary. Okay, so here's a few tips. Book early, especially for summer. Santorini fills up fast. So many of the times I would book my ferry the day or two before, and sometimes I didn't even book the ferry. I just showed up to the ferry and paid my ticket once I got there. However, if you're going during the summer, you're going to have to be careful because sometimes those change. Sometimes those tickets fill up, but the ferries are huge, so most time you're gonna be just fine, especially if you book with plenty of time. Another thing is the ferries do cancel. So depending on the time of year you go, there can be storms. So stay flexible. If you have an Airbnb that's already booked at the next location and for some reason your ferry gets canceled, you might want to make sure that every place you go, you stay on that island at least a couple days, so you aren't booking your ferries day after day. And another thing is do bookings where maybe they have some more refundable options, just if there's storms. During certain seasons, like the summer, you're going to deal with less storms than if you're traveling during the fall or spring. This did happen to me. My ferry canceled, so I luckily hadn't booked the next place yet. So I just called my Airbnb, asked if I could stay one more night. They said, yes, that's fine. And then instead of getting an Airbnb at the next place, which I was going to be there 2 nights, I ended up being there just 1 night, and I just stayed in a hotel. Okay, visit in the shoulder season, May or September, to avoid massive crowds and to not deal with as much of these problems. Stay very hydrated. You're in the salt air a lot, so stay hydrated, wear sunscreen, and bring comfy shoes because you got to be ready to go. Lots of hills, lots of large steps that you have to go up. There is very little level terrain in Santorini, and many of the islands, it's not level. They're all mountainous and hills and cliffs and lots of hiking. The stairs just in Oia is no joke. They used to have donkeys that were in there full time that would take your bags up because there's no way you're going to be able to easily carry things around, and really take that into consideration when you're packing. If you're going to be traveling island to island, don't bring 5 suitcases. I would probably bring a backpack and 1 bag you can carry because you're going to be walking upstairs with your stuff. You're going to be packing up, going to the next place. So don't overdo and wear light clothes and layer. Bring light clothes and then maybe a jacket or a sweater. Thanks for coming along and learning learning a little bit more about Santorini to make your trip absolutely amazing. Share in the comments if this was helpful to you and if you plan to be going by flight, cruise, ferry, and what your plans are. And if you have any questions, please feel free to always message me, or you can email me at weareouttodiscover@gmail.com. Now to get on with the daily vlog. Okay, I just hear dogs barking upstairs. We try to put them outside so they be quiet while I talk to you all about Santorini, and I can hear them barking outside. Look at this baby. Did you guys get put outside? Well, here's the garden. Looks good from up here. Come here. I'll come in a minute. Oh, she's so funny. What's with all the fussing? You see all our plants? Looking good. Very dry day today. Not seeing as much rain in the forecast today. And we have somebody here fixing our air conditioning. James and my air conditioning has been out for the last couple weeks in our room. So we've been having to use fans to direct air conditioning from other parts of the house to our room. So it's been working okay. Thankfully, it's not gotten to the hottest part of the year, but it's good to have them out here today. Steverson Air Conditioning. We've been using these guys forever. When James and I were in the thick of it building houses, we used Steverson. So we got a good relationship with them. Okay, got a little bit of work to do. And I'm a little hungry. I am making chicken casserole tonight. This is my chili spaghetti I made. And then we got some soups. But I'm gonna have some French toast actually. That sounds good to me. Some leftover French toast.
Project that I finished and every little tree that takes root makes me feel more connected to this land.
Okay, I'm heading to bed early tonight. I know that life was pretty lame today. Good night. See you tomorrow. Should be way more exciting tomorrow. We are going to be working on a possible business deal, and one of my associates is coming over tomorrow. His name's Todd. So stay tuned and we'll see you then. Say good night. Good morning. I must have slept really good last night. My hair is crazy. Okay, let's go figure out what we're gonna do with this. I have an hour before my friend gets here. I've been wearing this thing the last 2 days. It's a posture support, but I've been doing it because my back has been killing me. My upper back, like right here at the top, and like the spine behind my neck, and even a little bit right here. So I've been doing it now for 2 days, and it feels a little bit better today. So today I'm actually meeting with an engineer. I'm really excited about it, and we're going to be talking about a project I have coming up. So I'm back home, and my traveling will be, instead of just being consistent, it will have gaps. And I'm planning on being home most of the summer. I do have a few trips, but they're more like 5-day trips. They're not like where I'm gonna be gone for months at a time. So I will be gone for a long time until August, September, and then again in October. So basically I pick back up in the fall, but I've got like a whole summer that I'm here, which I'm really excited about, because if you don't know anything about 30A, if you haven't heard about 30A, it's actually a really famous area. 30A is a local freeway. It's 33 miles of coastal freeway on the Emerald Coast. I'm still recovering a little bit, believe it or not, from when I got sick before Turkey. It's like still lingering in my throat, but it is getting better. As you can tell, my voice is slowly getting back to what it was. So this area is really popular, and I'm gonna be doing some fun stuff around here and some work stuff. So my husband and I are builder developers, and he currently works for a company, and then I'm still at home, and I'm not wanting to get back into doing like huge projects. It's just not the time. The market out here is still really kind of wonky. Just to kind of make that make sense, when I moved here in 2016, 2017, we had 800 homes on the market. When I left in February 2023, there was 4,000 homes on the market. We had hit like an all-time high in like 2000. 2019 to 20 to 21, interest rates were low. I actually refinanced my house and I got it like at 2 point something. And we were like at an all-time high, our market here. Prices were extremely good. We were making huge amounts of money and it was good. And I saw the writing on the wall. I knew there was going to be a crash and I didn't want to get left with a bunch of inventory because we'd worked so hard to build what we had. I didn't want to lose it all because I couldn't make my loans. You know, I wasn't in a position to buy a bunch of my inventory. So I sold off what I had and I decided to take a little breather, a little sabbatical, we call it, a sea-batical, because we went on the sea. And so when I left in February, there was 4,000 homes on the market. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? 4,000 homes? That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Now we are, I can tell you exactly, because it's just climbing. It's climbing every day. Let me tell you what we're at. Okay, 6,918 homes on the market in our little town. Basically, our population here, let me tell you what our population is. The estimated population of Walton County, this is all of Walton County, is 89,000. So you'd think that'd be enough. But for some reason, we have more houses coming on than going off every single month. The homes just aren't selling. So I know because I've had a home up for sale for over a year and it's not selling. And I'm the lowest price on the market. So it's just not a great time to sell. So I'm not looking to go buy a development and build a bunch of single family homes. I just don't want to be building houses that won't sell. And I see a lot of people doing that right now. And a lot of people maybe can float like that for a while and be quite happy. However, I can't. And my banks don't want me doing that. They don't feel comfortable with that because it's risky for them. So they're very picky on who they're lending to and they want big deposits right now. So, but I got to do something or I get bored. So I'm like, what do I want to do? What's next for me? And I know I don't want to go back into building traditional houses. Okay, let me clarify on something. It's not that our market has just ceased, but our area has a very broad scope housing cost. So we have trailers, Florida Bayou houses that might be, you know, in a couple $100,000. We have North Walton County that is on the Alabama line where it's more affordable. People live there like regular people, okay? And then you have this area that is right on the coast. It's near 30A and like you can't get a house less than $1 million. So the thing is, it's become so overpriced that a lot of the locals can't even find affordable housing anymore. I know our kids can't find affordable housing. My kids still pretty much all of my kids live with a parent. None of my kids live on their own and paying their own bills. None of them yet. And we're working towards it. Anyways, I got inspired by the phase of life I'm in and something that our community really needs. So I still bugging me. I've already met with the director of Freeport and I have a meeting with the civil engineer today and one of my real estate colleagues. So we are planning on doing something that is actually catering to our young people. So my kids don't want to leave this neck of the woods. They are Florida through and through. They love their beach lifestyle. They love their friends. And believe it or not, they like their mom and dad. So they do like to come. Oh, and they like their sisters. Might be their sisters more than their mom and dad. They like to be with the family. So this is to help them be able to, our kids, our young people that have graduated from South Walton High School to be able to live here amongst their tribe, their people. So it's a small project. I'm just barely tipping my toes in the sand here. I'm hoping to be building a 7-unit flat. So they're going to be tinier homes, 300 square feet and less, New York style, studio apartments with a loft for their bed. And the price will be $1,000 a month to $1,200 a month, depending if it's the smaller or bigger one. And it's way cheaper than a one-bedroom apartment. A one-bedroom apartment starts at $1,700 a month here, and that's before utilities. So it gets really expensive. So I'm really excited about this project. It's a real need. The director of Freeport seemed really excited about it. She said we could, let's start with this small project and then maybe we'll do a bigger one later where we can, and also maybe change it up. Senior living, seniors don't want a bunch of house to care for either. Our young people are restricted financially. And sometimes when you're older, you're restricted financially too because you have to finally go on a budget. Maybe you only get this much amount in every month. So that's what you got to live off of. But also with our older people, maybe physically, it's getting harder to maintain a large space. So this is something that could be good for our youth and for our older generations. So I'm very excited about this project. I'm gonna go tip my toes in the stand and do this little one. It'll only be 7 units, which is very small, but I don't want to overdo myself coming back. I don't want to hate what I'm doing. I want to love it. So it can get very overwhelming, and I just want to come in small, do something that I feel good about. So I'm really looking to do alternative housing. I feel like I want to do something different. The way we've been doing things doesn't work for me anymore. I mean, if you think about it, we built flammable houses. You know, we end up house poor to where we can't travel and explore all these exotic destinations that our hearts are yearning to see. And I want to do better for our people. My daughter has this best friend. I'm so proud of her. She has her own car. She has her own apartment. She's 21 years old and she's doing it all on her own. And she had to drop out of school. She couldn't afford to pay her bills, and she couldn't afford to, you know, put food on the table and have her 21-year-old social life, which she could probably cut down on a little bit. She's doing really good, but for her, $1,000 a month, that would free her up $700+ a month. So maybe she could go on, even if it's just a rugged camping trip, you know, take a couple days off, go camp out, you know, somewhere in Colorado. Wouldn't that be fun? So I just want to do something that's meaningful, and this feels good to me. So I'm gonna have the first appointment with the engineer. I've already started the process. I've been working with the architect. I've met with the city. I've talked to the guy that has the land. I just need it all to fall into place. So today is the start of those meetings. And then remember how I was saying I want to do alternative housing? We're still a couple months away from it. But I have another crazy idea. I'm wanting to do homes that like incorporate a storage container, just because we have so many storage containers. They're not flammable. They look really retro, kind of cool. And then incorporate some stick built just to kind of add in maybe like a sunroom or some texture. So it's not just like a flat storage container. Like I want a little bit of something. So I might do that. There's 2 lots that we're looking side by side to do a double twin project, which is always better to do that because then you can like have trades going from one to the other and you can negotiate a little better. So that's what I'm going there. And then I have this other weird dream that we'll see. It's a little bit harder to do, but I'm going to work at it. I'm wanting to build a wedding venue, and I want to build it around a blueberry farm. So I am meeting with my attorney to see if that can happen this week. So I got a bunch of little projects I'll be working on here. So that's what my Florida life looks like right now. It's not going to be me traveling all over the world, but I'm still discovering. I will be traveling here and there. I go to South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina in less than 2 weeks. I've never been there before, and I heard it's like so cute, like old charm. And then I'm going to be doing in July, I'm going to go kayaking in Central Florida with a bunch of kids. So I'm excited. Like when I say kids, I mean like teens, like 19 to 20 something. So kids to me, and that will be really fun. I'm like the leader because I've done all these kayaks before, these rivers and springs. So I'm really excited about that. We'll be camping, some in a tent, me and my van. So we have a few things coming up. And then I think it's in October, I'm going to Arizona. And then August and September, we're going back to Turkey. So that's kind of like our lineup on things that we'll be doing. But other than that, I'm just going to be home. And my main things are starting my projects and gardening. My goal is to turn my whole yard into an edible garden. Some flowers though, because I do like flowers, but definitely want plants that seem really useful to bouquets in the house, which to me are useful, and then also to medicinal or edible. That's my goal. Okay, so let's get ready. I have a little bit of time. Todd gets here in an hour to come see me, and then our call is at 11. So let's get this done. No, I gotta pick out some clothes. Now to prepare for our meeting. Okay, we just finished the call, Todd and I. It went really good. I meant to record some of it, but you'll just have to trust me. Okay, so we just got off that call with the engineer. Everything went really good. We're really excited about these potential projects, and we're gonna go look at a few lots here in Florida, Santa Rosa Beach, Walton County area. Okay, we have just got here to the lot that we're looking at. Let's go check it out. I think I'll do better to squeeze around this. Okay, so let's look for trees. Oh, it's actually pretty clear here in the middle. We could probably leave a majority of these. Yeah, drive on each side so we could leave these center clusters. The only things that would maybe need to come out is this kind of like trio here and maybe some of these. In the back, I would leave everything in the back because if we did the retention pond in the front, we could leave the woods in the back. Okay, we're stopping for some lunch. I always get my favorite here is the cashew chicken. Okay, I've made it back home. We had a fun time. We got lunch, walked that lot. Now I got a little bit of work to do. I didn't do too much video. Well, partly because I forgot. I was so nervous about the call with the engineer. And I always feel weird videoing people if they're not comfortable with it. I hate to be that person. So James is gone and it's 3 o'clock. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to work from my bed or do I want to go downstairs? I think I'm gonna go downstairs. Never mind, I changed my mind. I'm gonna work from my room because I might take a nap. The girls are all gone. They're at the pool in one of our neighborhoods and where our old house used to be, but we use the home now as a rental and there's a pool there. So they're hanging out. Okay, so let me see where I'm gonna print something. So this is the Freedom Flats. Let's start by printing that. And now let me see if I can find some whiteout. I haven't done a project like this in forever. I don't even know where any of my stuff is. I haven't been home in a while. This is my craft stuff. Do I have any whiteout? Yes, I do. I got whiteout. Yay! I am slightly organized. I feel like I need to get more organized. Just so much to do. Let's see if it came out. Yes. So this is the project. I've got a lot of little things I want to do, but here is the flats. Now it's going to be 7, not 8. And I think I'm going to remove this hallway. Maylin just brought me biscuits and jam to eat while I'm in bed doing work. Look at how beautiful the sunset is this evening. I just had to come out and show you. So there's sounds all over the world, different sounds I hear, but these are the ones that I fall asleep to. Frogs and the slight crash of the waves onto the seawall. Come on, Lucy. Okay, well, I'm heading off to bed. I've been dealing with like a serious stiff neck. I actually made myself an appointment to go to the chiropractor tomorrow because of it. And so I go pick up my mom and my grandma tomorrow from the airport. They're coming in from Nashville, so I'm really excited about that. And I go to the chiropractor tomorrow, and I have a meeting with our designer on the floor plan. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Hello. So if you haven't noticed, I am not doing dailies anymore. So it's still morning. I'm still recording like I'm doing dailies, but I'm only going to be posting anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week right now, just because I'm at home and I'm kind of taking some time to just kind of wind down a bit until do some more stuff. So I'm just home today. I'm going to the chiropractor today because I hurt my neck and my back. And I pick up my mom and my grandma from the airport today. So I'm excited about that. James is coming home today. Mia Beth is sick. She came to my room and she's like, I have a headache, I'm congested, and my throat hurts. So we did some ibuprofen, Benadryl, and some throat spray. And I said, come back and see me in 8 hours, but go sleep. So she's sleeping, but I do have something fun coming up. I'm not gonna tell you yet, but I do have a trip coming up, which I'm really excited about. It's actually on my parents' bucket list too. And my dad's been, but when I tell my mom, she's like, I've been dying to go there. So I'm really excited to see it. I guess it's a really cool place. So I go there in 4 days. So next video will be that. Yeah, so just hanging out at the house. That's my life these days, right here on the bay. So I just have a couple hours before I have to leave. So I got to get this room tidied up. So let's do this. Ice cream from before you even left. Okay, I always do this. I always put a stack of things on the counter for me to take downstairs on my next trip down. So we have quite a few people that live here. So we have stackable washer and dryers. It's not a laundry room. I never really used a laundry room. Like I don't really do a lot of ironing or hang drying. Plus I have like a really big area right here if I wanted to. These doors need to be adjusted. This is what happens when you're gone a long time. I'm all ready. I'm gonna take the dog's potty before I leave. I'm a little ahead of schedule. My plants are doing good down here. Give this one a little bit of water. So I haven't turned on my irrigation in here yet, so I've been having to hand water. Most of these plants don't need to be watered regularly, but the ivy's brand new, so I need to keep it watered. All my plants here seem to be doing good. That one of the peppers looks a little wilty, so I think I'll come out here and water this evening. This tomato and those peppers look a little sad. This jalapeno looks good, and that tomato looks good. Here's a blueberry that's already ready. Very good. And I see a blackberry that's ready. Those are a little tart. Maybe it wasn't quite ready, but lots of them are coming. See, and then I've got lots of green ones. This one's full. There's gonna be so many berries. Berries coming out our ears. Okay, you guys ready to go back in? Because I'm hoping to leave a little early so I can get a coffee on the way. I haven't had my coffee today. Oh my gosh, Lucy's like, don't leave me. Don't do it. But I gotta go to the chiropractor and she'll be fine here. And I've gotta go pick up my grandma and my mom at the airport. So I'm looking around and trying to find a step for my grandma. I think this one is gonna be too high for her. I think I'm gonna bring one of these. Oh, look, there's a frog. If you heard my sounds last night, the way I fall asleep to the chatter of frogs or the chirping of frogs, they're everywhere here. Okay. And maybe just to be safe, I'm gonna get 2 of the little steppy things. Okay, Mr. Frog, I try not to disturb you too much, but I gotta get something. Oh, hopefully there's no spiders. I bought this so I could work out at home, and the only thing I've literally used these for is for my grandma to get in and out of the car. So I only paid 20 bucks for it, so I'm not like hating on myself for what I spent. I really should be using it to work out. I've already put on a couple pounds moving back to the US. Don't like that, but I went a little crazy because I was so excited about all the foods I hadn't eaten in forever, you know? Okay, I've just made it to the chiropractor. I'm not allowed to video inside, but I did make it here. And on my way here, I had a call with a mobile dent repair company that was gonna come fix some stuff on my car. So I gotta take pictures of it. This one's pretty bad. This one, the paint's actually damaged. This is what happens when your teenager is left to drive your car. Okay, I probably don't need to do it in cinematic. Okay, and then I could have sworn I had some sort of dent on here too. Maybe it's on this side. There it is. Can't hardly see it. Just on the door. Okay. Okay, I'm here. I'm watching a video. So I'll let you know how it goes when I get out. Okay, I just finished my adjustment and I'm in the infrared room. So part of my visit, it was $39. I got x-rays, I got an adjustment, and I get to go on the infrared bed. And the infrared bed is supposed to get into the mitochondria cells. So it's supposed to penetrate the cells and rejuvenate and cause healing. Okay, I just finished. That was really nice. Easy to get in and out of too. Okay, I'm gonna go pay and we'll see you back out at the car. Okay, I'm all done. I can't wait to see how that improves how I've been feeling. I already feel better. I don't know if that's just my brain, but I already feel better. So could be placebo, but we'll see if it continues. Okay, so my mom and grandma get dropped off in about, or land, not dropped off, in about 45, 50 minutes. So we've got about a 30-minute drive and I think enough time to hit the Starbucks drive-thru. I'm still wanting coffee. One thing I've noticed today, this is one of the first times I really feel like I've been in a situation where I could talk to someone. I've been to, the grocery store and that kind of stuff, but this was like more one-on-one. I am such a chatty Cathy. I just couldn't stop talking. I couldn't stop talking about where I've been, what I've done. And it's not in this I don't know, I'm not trying to be braggy, although it felt a little bit like that. But I guess I'm just excited to be able to talk to people that speak English. For a long time, I've been in areas where they don't predominantly speak English. So I couldn't really hold full-blown conversations where they really understood me, what I was trying to say. So, I don't know, so dorky, but I kind of feel silly because I realized I was just so chatty, just chatty, so much to say. I feel like I was interrupting. No, I'm such a dork. Oh my gosh. Very embarrassing. I'm gonna need to rein that in. I got my Starbucks. Okay, my mom says she's just about to land, but I want to run in and pick up my groceries real quick. So I'm trying to decide if I do it now or after I get her. I'm gonna text her and ask her. Okay, she said come on in now. She has to go to the grocery store as well. The only thing is, when I had planned to stop at the grocery store, I was going to put my roof up so my grandma could drive in here with the roof with the top off. So maybe I'll do that once I get there. But then she might be like, it's going to mess up my hair. I'm 20 minutes away, so I get my mom and my grandma and bring them home. So my mom and dad have been back since, we came back from overseas. They were only here a few days, just like me. And then I went to Missouri, and then they went to Missouri, but then they also went to Nashville to see my brother. They hadn't seen him for many, many months. And so my grandma was staying in Missouri with my Aunt Charlotte, her sister. And then my parents picked grandma up and then took her with them to go see Matt, my brother, and then their family. But grandma hasn't been back to Nashville or back to Florida since we left. And honestly, my grandma, other than coming down here for vacation, my grandma hasn't lived in Florida. So the last place she lived was in Nashville. My parents just sold their home there. So she's actually moving into Florida, her Florida home, for like the first time. So I hope she's gonna love it. She had a really great place there in Nashville and had a bigger room and beautiful woods, and she had a routine. But this house is smaller because my parents are downsizing, and it's a little bit of an adjustment going from one home to another, especially when you're older and you're kind of it's a lot of work moving. So I know it's going to be a little bit different. However, I will say, I really think she's going to enjoy looking out at the water. I've seen, just since I've been home, I've seen big fish, a gator swimming in the bay. I've seen dolphins. I've seen boats and kayakers, and it's just a lot to look at, and it's very peaceful. So I think she's gonna love that part. And she's a very dedicated reader. She reads so many books, and it's just a great area to sit and read. So this right here, this building, that's the new Dolly Parton theater show. So you know how there's medieval times, and that's all around the sword where they do that thing where they come on the horse and they gotta knock the other person off. Well, Dolly Parton is doing this pirate show, and it is a huge deal around here. It's bringing in a ton of jobs. It's going to be wonderful entertainment. So I'm really excited about that. We have a vacation rental here in Panama City Beach. And, the things have been so in PCB. The police are very strict, and that's not always a good thing when you're looking to let loose and party a bit. And Bay County, you don't mess around. They don't tolerate nothing. And then the other thing is there's, because it gets so wild, there's some crime. So this is going to be good. This is going to help us out. We've been struggling a bit this year in PCB. I had to change one of my short-term rentals over to long-term. And I was renting more than my neighbors. But the rents weren't as high, and they weren't as frequent. And I wasn't making enough money to make sense. So then you would think, well, why don't I sell it? It's not a good time to sell either. So anyways, I'm really excited about this. when it opens, I'm gonna go and see the show. That way I can better tell people about it when they want to come see it. Okay, I'm seeing airplanes. I'm getting close. So I was at a red light, and I just quickly took the top off. That was really fast. I still can do it. I had to stand up in my chair real fast. Okay, we got grandma, and we just got here to Fresh Market. I'm gonna run in and get my to-go order. Mom's back.
Good to be back. Good to be home.
Yes. Does it feel like home? Home sweet home?
The lady said, well, enjoy your visit. I said, oh, we're home.
That's a nice thing to say, isn't it?
I just hope
You make me move easier, easier. Do you like me too? Do I make you breathe heavier, heavier?
Okay, so I made it home, and I'm literally just getting here, and Todd's already here, so we got to start our appointment. Gonna grab my stuff and take it down.
Yeah, do.
Okay, so let's see, is there anything else we need to talk about for this one?
Todd,
How's it going?
Hey, sorry, Chantel's phone died.
My phone literally died. This whole time it wasn't even charging.
Yeah, I had that same problem yesterday, so I understand.
I was going to send you this picture and my phone just turned back on, so let me send this to you.
Okay.
If we could do the ladder, this is kind of what I was thinking. Okay, do you see how that looks? Where it's like right here. So you come in from the door and you can either go into the studio or you can go up the stairs.
Okay, so this is the wall.
Good stuff. All my life.
Time to go. Come on. I have to put Lucy in her bag when people are here. Because if not, she won't stop barking. And I was trying to do a call. As soon as she goes in her bag, she's just so well behaved. Oh my goodness. Is that a kitty? Leo? I hear Leo outside. Leo? There you are. What are you doing, Leo?
Wear it out. Can I have your heart too?
Okay, time to clean up this mess. James is just about here. So I was going to make me something to eat and see if he's hungry.
What you say is just another lie.
So James just texted me back and he is hungry. So let's throw together something to eat. Let me start with turning the lights on. So I got chicken that I've already set aside. I just haven't used yet. Okay, I've got some chicken stock, some cream of chicken soup. Now I'm gonna get some vegetables and some rice. Okay, I got some rice, some jasmine rice. I got vegetables and peas. Now I'm gonna put all this stuff together. I have no recipe I'm going off. This is just going to be made up. I mean, I did see this on something, so it's not 100% made up. It's just partially made up. Actually, I don't need to put the peas in this. This already has peas. I can save these for another meal. Put the veggies in here, and I'm gonna mix it all in this bowl to make it a little easier on myself with cleanup. This is one thing I could not find in other places. Cream of chicken soup, and we love it. I have a few meals that I make with it. Not too many, but a few meals. Put some chicken stock in here. I was gonna put rice in this. I hope it cooks. I don't know. I think it should. I might need to put a little bit more of the... Leo, get down. I don't want to overdo with the rice because, well, if it doesn't turn out, then I'm gonna have a bunch of rice in here. So I'm just gonna put like
All my life, I've been waiting for
maybe a little bit more. It's pretty big. This is
love, good love.
gonna leave it at that. No more. Okay. And then next we're gonna put a little salt and pepper. So here's my pepper. This seems like way more than it is, but it's a big pot. And this is the grinding. My hand's already getting tired. Okay, that's how much I got in here. Okay, now let's get some salt. We need some salt. A little bit of salt. I'm gonna put the sea salt in, fine sea salt, just a little bit. And I'm gonna put a touch of some garlic salt. Okay, and there's one more thing I'm gonna add. I don't know how this is gonna all work together, but I'm gonna try it. Buttery biscuits. Okay, so I'm gonna put all this stuff in this big pan. I was gonna maybe add cheese, but I'm worried that's gonna affect the way the rice cooks. I don't know, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so there's my casserole in here. And now I'm going to put the biscuits on the top.
I've been waiting for the hard times.
Okay, there we go. This is my concoction. We'll see how it tastes. I'm gonna stick it in the oven. I'm thinking like maybe 20 minutes, 30. We'll just watch it.
Stuffing.
Oh, yum.
Maybe I will get the hopes up. Maybe it's the good love.
Good morning. Say good morning. Okay, Lucy's like, where are you going? Take me with you. I am going to take my mom to go look at some properties I'm looking at buying today. One of them is the one that I showed you guys yesterday in Freeport, but there's actually another one where I want to do 6 tiny homes. So I'm going to take her by that one today. I don't know if I'll make it to the Freeport one. We're going to go drive one of my old neighborhoods, and then we're going to go grab some lunch, and I'm going to go order me Beth her tres leche cake. That's what she's requested, a tres leche. So I'm gonna go to the Mexican store and see if I can get one ordered. I'm not gonna record a ton today because I don't know, it just doesn't seem like too much is going on, but we'll kind of breeze through a few things that I have going on. And yeah, you can see the projects unfolding. I have a call with my banker today, one of them. So I'm excited about that. I won't be able to take you on that call just because it's probably more confidential, but I'll keep you posted on it. So let's go. Okay, come on, Lucy. You can come with. You'll just hang out in your bag. Let's get your collar.
Life, I've been waiting for the hard
James is working away.
on to good times.
Okay, we went and looked at lots already, and now we're gonna stop by and see if we can order a tres leche and get some lunch.
It's the good love.
My mom got the tostada.
Time stands still when you call out my name. Maybe
Okay, I just got back to the house. My mom brought me some really cool face cream back from Saudi Arabia. Good morning, new day. I didn't really end my day yesterday on YouTube. I was busy, and nothing seemed very exciting, at least not YouTube exciting. I just pretty much ate and went to bed. Last night, I ordered those peppers. They gave me extras. So I ended up getting some potatoes and I cooked those up, and all those jalapeno peppers they grilled, I chopped them up, and then I put scrambled eggs, and then we grilled tortillas, and we just did breakfast tacos with a little bit of sour cream, and that was our dinner last night. It was really good. Very easy peasy. And today I'm gonna go shopping with some of the girls, some of my girls, and we're gonna go do Mia Best birthday shopping, who I need to check in with. I don't know if she's feeling better or not. So if she's still sick, we'll probably take her to the doctor today, but we're hoping she's better because she has big plans for Saturday and Sunday for her birthday. She did not want to spend her birthday with me this year. She's turning 15. She's doing stuff with her friends, but she is doing a family party on Sunday. So that's kind of how it is this year. I'm sure you all can relate with teenagers. We got Leo. Leo hates car rides. She literally hates them. Bless her. Oh, it's a boy, but he's so beautiful. I think he's a trans cat. Okay, we just made it to the cat clinic. Maylin, you want to carry the bag in? Okay, we're gonna drop Leo off here and then go do our shopping. We're waiting for the doctor to come in. We're probably gonna be leaving Leo here for a little while. He has a very swollen ear. I'll show you. Just put your little head out here. Okay. One ear's going down and the other one's up. That's because this ear is swollen.
Cleo, come here.
Yeah, can you get her to look at me? Or get him?
Here, go.
Okay, see? This one is so swollen. Poor guy. Usually it sits straight up. Now they're both down. But see, this one's flat here, and on this side, that whole thing is puffy.
Oh, it's so sad.
I know, it's so weird. I've never seen that happen before. I can't wait to see what he weighs. I'll let you know what he weighs, but I'm gonna guess like 20 pounds. No. What do you think? Like 10? 7? Okay, Odie weighs like 15. Okay, so Maylin goes 10, 12. I'm gonna go 18, 20 since she got to say 2 numbers. Okay, let's see how much Leo weighs.
15.86.
Okay, neither of us were right.
Nope.
Okay, so we just dropped Leo off. They said he's gonna need surgery. So they're gonna call me here shortly after the doctor examines him and let me know what it's gonna cost and what needs to be done. So stay tuned for that. And we're gonna head and get some lunch and go shopping. We're gonna hit Wendy's. It's got the best spicy chicken sandwich. Okay, let's go. Come on. Oh, here's your shoe. Okay, we just got to Ulta. We're gonna go do our first stop for Mia Beth. Okay, we got a few things on her list, and we got a couple more stops to make. Okay, let's show everybody what we got. What you got?
A wallet.
For
Viva.
What'd you get, Madison?
I got a little camera.
Okay, and then we got her. Then we went to Ulta, and pretty much Madison and I grabbed all this stuff. So she got e.l.f. spray. She didn't send me a color, but this is her color, and her eyebrow gel. And I got a little something for myself. I got my own Stanley now. This was on sale at Whole Foods for $19.99. And you know, these things are $45 plus, so I'm really excited about that. Leo is in surgery right now, so I'm waiting to hear when I can pick. We're kind of just sitting here waiting to see when he will be done. He's got a hematoma, and they've got to open it up and let the stuff out, and then they got to stitch it up, and they got to put like something to keep it from clogging again, and then they got to give him steroids, antibiotics, and pain medicine. So hopefully he'll be done soon, and hopefully he'll come out of it okay. Okay, can we just get a small, and then can we just add fruit to it?
You can. It'll be $1 per topping. So the first topping is free, and each additional topping is $1, except the card.
And how much is the triple berry and the regular?
$10.
Okay, let's do the junior with raspberry and blueberry.
Did you want a dark sundae or a concrete?
A concrete.
And you want your base to be vanilla?
Yes.
Like you said, raspberry and blueberry?
Yes.
All right, what else for you?
That'll be it.
$17.94 at the window.
Thank you. Here's my bopper. It looks so good. It doesn't look good to you?
No, it looks great.
Yeah, that face said no. Okay, we have returned back to get Leo. I went and got this instead of the regular protective cones, thinking this could be more comfortable. And I got it for a small dog, so it should fit him. His little crate's all ready to go. Actually, just leaving the cat clinic. Leo had to get surgery.
Have you been at the cat clinic all day?
No, we ran and did Mia Beth's birthday shopping and planned to take Leo to get his ear looked at. And they were like, he's gonna need surgery, like full blown, put to sleep, sedation surgery. So I just picked him up. He's got the cone of shame and everything. But we're on our way home now. Leo just went into cat jail. You got the cone of shame and you're in cat jail. Aww. So we had this put in for situations like this. So we got him a big fluffy bed and his own little kitty litter. It's gonna be okay, bud. And now we're gonna get him some water. I just don't know how he's gonna drink it with that cone. Here's your water. I love you. Just for a little while. Yeah, we are. Okay, I got Leo all situated and I'm taking a watermelon over to my mom's house. I'm gonna have a watermelon for dinner. Look at how pretty my hydrangea is. I have another one that has 3 blooms on it. Look at this old phone. Used to be a real phone. Crazy how much time has changed. And now I'm literally taking an elevator upstairs. My parents have an elevator. Must be nice. Hello. Hello. How are you? I did. I haven't even cut it yet. Where is Becca McKinney? I'm heading back. Got a little bit of some work to do. I like to send the elevator back up to her. Becky and Michaeli are still here. How's my baby? Why are you in the kitty litter? Are you going to the bathroom or are you just hanging out in there? You need to fix your bed and make it bigger. Oh my goodness, you look 15. I didn't know it just happened like that. It's Mia Beth's birthday and she's going to her friends.
15 minutes? Kind of like what I was doing at church last week?
Dude, it's not church.
Hey, no fighting on the day I almost died. And Mia Beth almost died too.
We get so mad when we're like, oh, you're 5 minutes late, don't ask to play music. But when it's my birthday and I really want to go somewhere, he like takes a good old...
Mia Beth, aren't you so glad we made it through this day? This was a very hard day for us both. Yeah, 15 years ago.
I know.
Mia Beth and I almost didn't make it. I ended up on life support. She had an APGAR score of 1 and we hummed our way to healing. She's like my little miracle, my 15-year miracle. Okay, we're gonna go buy Whole Foods and get her own Stanley for today because she's having to use this thingy and it's her birthday and they're on sale. They're dirt cheap. And then we're gonna get her crumble to take to her friends and then that will be it. That's all I get to spend with my own daughter on her birthday, but that's okay. She's 15 and we're doing a family party tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. Mia Beth is DJ this morning and we're gonna stop real quick at McDonald's and get some breakfast. Someone got
a magic Stanley for my mother. And it's weird.
Why would you say that part? That's the one part she doesn't like about the Stanley.
But I love it and I'm so grateful.
It's a cute color. It's very spring.
It's a cute color. Definitely my 8-year-old self would have loved this color. Oh, was my favorite color.
Are you ready? Let's go get your cookies. Crumble cookie time. Okay, so Mia Beth loves this place. She's gonna do the 6-pack. Which ones did you choose?
I feel like all of them except for...
Okay, that's the one.
She's pretty those one, that one.
But I'm glad you got the tres leche. Okay, those look so good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, birthday girl.
I don't even want a picture of it.
Okay, she's sending pics to her friends. Okay, we're dropping her off. She's gonna go spend her birthday with her friends. I'm okay with it, right?
So okay with it.
I'm so okay with it. I mean, she's halfway to 30. She told me that. I'm halfway to 30. That's crazy to think about. She's only 5 years from 20. My grandma was married at 16. That's crazy. Okay, she's gone. Okay, what are we gonna go to, James? We're gonna go party now?
Yes.
We act really depressed, but we're actually going to enjoy the day of having no kids. It's like bittersweet. There's always a silver lining. Now we get to do what we want to do, which is go look at land, because that's the kind of stuff we like to do.
Go take care of the RV.
Oh yeah, and then he's got to go take care of the RV. Nobody wants to do that. I don't care who you are. Okay, we're at this lot. Look at how big this pine cone is. It's massive. Okay, so we're gonna go walk around in here. I think it will be best to put the pond in the back. You'll see when we get back there. It definitely has a stream back there, and it's holding some water. It's a little more dry today, so might not be as much. See, it is way more dry today, but like there was water right here before. You can see a little bit up there, and then over here, there's actually a little creek. Okay, while we are over here, we decide to drive by our tiny house just to see how it's doing. Look at these stowaways we just found. Just walking down the road. You knocked little Lucy over, guys. Lucy, what happened? It's not easy being the little one. So Becky and McKaylee are still working on their trailer project, and they're about to take a giant load to the dump. They have it pretty much completely demoed inside. Come on, Lucy. Casper, are you taking Ojo with you? Come on. Good boy. Okay, they almost got it all the way strapped up. They're trying to get to the dump before they close. And I'm trying to figure out what to make for dinner. Here's Leo. I don't know what to do. I gave him his medicine, but he's hanging out in his kitty litter. Leo, can you come over here? Come here. Come on. Come here, sweetie. I just don't want him laying in his kitty litter. How are you doing, buddy? Okay, so we are going to run to the Mexican store. We're gonna get some stuff to make some food, and I might need to get something to eat. I'm hungry. It's 4 o'clock, so I might want to get some food and then buy stuff for food for tomorrow. We'll see. Leo's gonna need a bath. I'm gonna need to call them and have them groom Leo.
Oh, good. That's gonna work out good for everybody then.
Yeah, because he can't clean himself, and he's laying in his kitty litter.
I know. What do you think is up with that?
I don't know. I think, look, he's on a lot of medication, so he's a little loopy.
Yeah, but do you think it's almost like he feels like he's gonna go to the bathroom
Think so.
with the medicine, so he just stays there because he's like, I'm gonna go any minute now. He just sits there.
I don't know. Anyways, I take him Monday. I don't know if they'll be able to get him in though. They're closed right now because it's a weekend. So I'm carrying him around because I let him out for a little while, and I'm holding him. And I know he's been laying in his kitty litter. It's like, I love him, but that grosses me out, you know? So I'm just... Oh, how is it, James? Yummy?
Oh, yeah.
We've made it home. We went to the different cone on Leo. Seems more comfortable and easier to eat. I've not enjoyed this mango as much as the one in Turkey.
It's a little sweeter, isn't it?
It's a little softer, a little chewier. I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna go see the sunset. The sun's starting to set. The kids are going to the beach to do pictures. And I am going to head inside for the evening and let you all know that on Monday, so tomorrow we're celebrating Mia Beth's birthday as a family. So I'll probably put the camera away for most of the day. But the next day we are going on another adventure. We're gonna be flying to Charleston, South Carolina. So I'm very excited about that. I haven't been there before. And then things have changed a bit. I'm at home now, and we're going to be putting Mia Beth in a brick and mortar school this next year. So she's not going to do virtual school. So we won't be traveling as much this next year. And I have a few projects I'm working on. So I'm working on 7 different projects, but we'll see. I'm hoping something comes of it. Actually, 8 different projects. So I'm working on a possible venue if I can get it approved. And I'm really excited about it. It would be a venue, a wedding venue. And I want to build a blueberry farm farm around it. So I want to call it something blue. I know this is very different. So I've been a meeting. This will be like my third meeting about this potential opportunity. There is little strip of land with 6 lots in a row from one owner, and I'm thinking about doing 6 tiny homes. So 6 back-to-back tiny homes, kind of mid-century modern bungalow Florida style. And then I have another project I'm working on that's going to be actually a multi-housing. It's a 7-flat condo-tel that a lady at the city of Freeport kind of coined the phrase, but it's for long-term, and it's affordable housing for kids between 18 and 25 that have left their parents' home, want to live independently, close to their hometown, and it's more affordable because right now getting housing where we live right now starts at $1,700 a month. So, and that's just a 1-bedroom. So this is going to be more $1,000 to $1,200. They're condo tels, meaning they're studio flats with lofts. So kind of think New York. So I'm working on that project. So I've got a lot of things in the works. So that's what this year is going to be about. I just kind of want to fill you in on what life's doing. So I'll be working some. I am going to be doing some trips. I am going to Charleston. I'm going in a month. I'm going with my daughter and a bunch of teenagers to go do some kayaking in Crystal River area in Ocala, Central Florida. And then I go to Arizona, and then I go to Turkey again. I go to Dubai. So there is going to be some really fun adventures ahead of us. Obviously, I won't be living full-time on a boat this year, but we'll see, because the next year we might do something different and do virtual school again for our daughter. So but she wants to go to school this year, and I don't know, I feel kind of drawn to do the way things are aligning just means this is what we're doing right now. So I'm kind of just happy wherever my feet are, and I love it here in Florida. So I'm just kind of seeing how all that works together, but stay tuned. I'll bring you guys along for whatever the ride looks like. Good night.